here.
Am I still flashing? Yep, I'm still flashing.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug it in a sec, and then we'll stop flashing.
Over that?
Yes. We just gotta get this plugged in here. All right.
I'm still flashing. I'm not flashing anymore.
Sound check.
Is anybody on?
I see one.
Whoever's on, say hi and tell us if you can hear us, especially me. We're trying to get these fuzzy little speakers to work. And we were told something to do with the camera and Facebook and stuff. So let me know if you can hear us. Me more than...
You're the only one talking.
Well, that's true. Tara's not talking, but she's right next to the phone. So you'll be able to hear her regardless. So
Barb Navarra is watching, but she has sound issues. Don't lose my spot. Actually, you could put that paper in there. Linda's watching. So Linda, how's our sound?
Do we have sound? Am I coming in clearly? I know I'm loud, but
let me look at the computer.
I can whisper.
See if we're getting any comments.
I don't think I should whisper. You never know, though. You know, it's awesome. It's great being back. I could live without the heat, but it's great being back. I now stay home for quite a while. Yay! Maybe I can actually get some work done. I wouldn't bank on it, but you know how things go. I'm just talking. I don't know what. Yeah. Anyway, I've had fun. I learned a lot of really cool stuff at my retreat/training/reunion for being a CSI. CSI? A CI. I've been watching a lot of video while I'm sewing. I'm a crime scene investigator, yes. No, actually, I'm just a certified instructor for Studio 180, not a crime scene investigator. 2 new techniques, some new patterns that are coming out, which I'm really excited about. The new block of the month, which we won't be doing because we're doing Jubilation. It doesn't come out for, I mean, we got the patterns, but it's not the fabrics that are on the cover. Like we did the fabrics and the exact fabrics for Jubilation. Those exact fabrics don't even come out till November, December. So we finish up Jubilation in December. So we are investigating options for the next block of the month. That's an option, but there's about 3 others. I also purchased 3 more block of the month patterns from my dear friend Tina Dillard. Hi, Tina. She always watches. And we're running those through the option mill too. So who knows? You never know what's going to happen around here. So how are we doing, ma'am?
Sound is good.
Sound is good. I'm loud enough.
Yeah.
You're doing announcements,
yep.
So I will let you do so, and I will watch the camera.
All right. And if you want to look at comments more easily, they're right here on the computer. Hi, friends. Thank you for bearing with us as we had technical, we weren't having difficulties. We're just trying to figure it out. So welcome to Town and Country Quilt Shop's every Thursday morning Facebook Live, except we're going to have an exception, but we'll make that announcement soon. We're so glad to have you here. We are a quilt shop in the small village of Albion, New York, which is right on the Erie Canal in the heart of Western New York. So if you are new to us because you did the shop hop, thank you so much. It was so fun. I'm so glad you came, and we're glad to see you here. So we have a couple of announcements. One of those I just alluded to is that we are not going to have Facebook Live on Thursday, July 4th. And also the shop is going to be closed on Thursday and Friday, July 4th and 5th. So just wanted to give you a heads up that if you need some supplies so that you're going to maybe quilt over the long weekend, then you'll want to get here before Wednesday of that week, which is not next week. But anyway, so that was one of the announcements, and I think that's it. I will tell you, if you are at home in a steamy house, we've got 2 air conditioners here. So, and even the classroom isn't too bad right now. That's where we are. The air conditioners are in the other rooms. But if you want a little break from the heat, which is pretty significant, as you know, come on out. We'd love to see you. We're open here from 11 till 4 today, tomorrow, 10 to 2 on Saturday. And Linda will be here on Saturday because I have a wedding. All right, so the other announcement that I wanted to just, I know this is a long-term heads up, but it's already out there on the internet. So I'm going to let you know as well if you haven't already seen it. There is a designer called Corey Yoder, and she designs fabrics for Moda. She has very sweet, kind of bright, happy prints, and she has announced that she's going to be doing a mystery block of the month quilt, and that will begin in January of 2025. And I know it seems like forever from now, but Irene's giving me a funny
No, your computer's buffering. So
okay.
I'm looking at the.
Gotcha. She wasn't looking at me. She was looking at the phone.
Make sure it's still going.
And there are, by the way, there are internet issues in the region, although we seem to be doing okay right now. But just want to give you a heads up on that. So anyway, as I was talking about, Corey Yoder, whose company is called Coriander Quilts, is doing a new mystery block of the month. And I just met with my Moda rep yesterday and ordered the fabric for it. And I want to show you what the fabric looks like. It's not as good to see it in a picture in a book as it is if it's like in-person fabric. But this is the whole line. We did not order the whole line, but you can get an idea of how sweet they are. Irene's going to help bring that up. And what she's doing is there's a piece on her website, which is called corianderquilts.com. You have to scroll down a little bit. But she does a YouTube introduction to it. We will have information here as well. And this is our project sheet, and it tells the details. The 12-month block of the month featuring fabrics from Callie & Co., which is the name of the line. Video block tutorials and blog posts will be shared monthly on Corey's YouTube channel beginning January 2025. The Sew Along start date will be announced later this year. And I think we have a question.
My dear loving sister said, will there be an option for those of us who live far away? So make sure you realize you can explain it. I'll let you.
And is she talking about this block of the month?
Yeah.
So actually, there's not really an option for people who live close by. Meaning, we're not doing a class here. What we are doing, and thank you for that perfect question to segue into what we are doing, is we will have she's using fat eighth bundles. So we're going to have fat eighth bundles, and we're going to have the fabric needed for the mystery quilt as a kit. So if you are wanting to secure your stuff ahead of time, we can even do a pre-order. We have not set the prices yet because literally I just ordered yesterday. But I figured since Corey is talking about it, we would give her some love and talk about it too. But it's really what our participation is limited to just making up the kits, and we'll send it to Maine if you are interested, and we'll send it to anywhere if you're interested. And we will probably be talking about it because I think that both Linda and Brenda are going to be doing the mystery quilt. So we'll be talking about it, and Brenda and Linda will share like what the struggle was for the certain block, if there was one, or how fun it is, or any of that stuff. So I realize it's very early, but in the quilt shop ordering world, that's when we have to do things. It's very early. So something to look forward to when it's not 95 degrees out, because in January, I promise it will not be 95 in Western York. I don't know what it will be, but not 95. All right. Are there any more questions on the block of the month mystery?
No, but Linda Luther wants to be signed up, and so does Beverly Henyon.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll note that. All right. Irene, do you want to talk about the class?
Yes, I will.
All right. I'll get out of the way.
Alrighty, so we almost always highlight a class that's coming up, and we are highlighting Star Baby, which is a Judy Niemeyer. It is excellent if you are a beginner Judy Niemeyer or a beginner paper piecer. This is simple, even though it looks complicated. But of course, the instructor is Barb Miller, so it will be awesome. So this class has 2 sessions, the 20th of July and the 24th of August, mainly because you have some homework in between. So it is from 10 to 2 each day. Those are Saturdays. So if you, of course, it's summer, so my teacher friends aren't working, but you might be. You might have those little workshops you have to do. But anyway, that is Saturday, and it's $64. There are 2 spots left. That's it. Okay? To give you an idea, this is the pattern, which you obviously need because it's paper piecing, so you need the papers. This has 2 options. You can do it without the border, which I put a border on everything, but you could do it without the border. It would be 32 inches square, and with the border, it's 40 inches square. Beautiful, beautiful layout. Barb has graciously tagged your colors, okay? So there's color 1, color 2, color 1 again. Where's color 3? 4, 5. I don't know where 3 went to. Maybe it fell off. Oh, there it is. Oh no, this is another 5. Barb, we're having trouble with it. All right, so that's 5. So this is 5. I'll bet it's right here. And we got to find our tag. It's probably right here, color 3. So because it shows you on the back of the pattern all the different colors. You don't have to do it this colorway, but if you want the way this works together, where you've got the tips that match the inside, you'll want to follow Barb's thing. And it does the same thing on here. Okay? So, $64 for the class, 2 sessions. And then the pattern is $23.99. A whole lot better than their latest technique of the month. Let me tell you that. But this can be done in 2 sessions. And it's a sweet size, and it can go anywhere. Obviously, they consider it for a baby's room. So I may have to do it for one of my babies. So if you're interested, come in. We can talk about colors. You can look at this and get an idea. So July 20th, but right now there's 2 spots left. You can sign up here or online. Okay, you can go on the website and sign up for it. Awesome. And Barb's a fantastic teacher. She taught me how to do the very first one was, actually, I don't, maybe it was Karen, but Barb talks me through everything. So we're all good. Okay? So that's the class. We have 2 patterns left too because we have 2 spots left. Okay? New and fun. Sarah, can you hand it to me? It's back behind you. We got a pattern in. Sarah got a pattern in. And it's called Cute as a Button Bag. Isn't it adorable? It is, when it's finished, it is 8 inches wide, 6 1/4 inches tall, and 4 3/4 inches deep. Now, I love bags, and I'm obsessed with bags, but this one has the adorable little buttons. It comes with all this hardware. So it has the zipper, the stays, because when Tara's done showing you that, I'll show you the back. It stands up and it opens up. Ooh. Okay, that's why it's got these stays in it. It's kind of like a Poppins bag. Stay. Yeah, so it'll stay open. You also may have noticed these little button things. These are not the buttons on the front. These are, and I'm going to show you because I love this idea. Show them that cute little picture. These are the buttons you make out of fabric, put them together, and then snap them and sew them onto the ends of your zipper so that you don't just have zipper ends hanging off. Okay, I just think that's adorable. You just, you wrap it around and you just make your own buttons, your own fabric buttons. So everything comes in this pattern. Plus you have, obviously, the pattern. Okay, so you have the pattern. You have all the hardware you need. The only thing you have to add is your own cute little buttons to go on. And there's 1, 2, 3 of them. They did 3 different sizes. Well, okay, 3 go all the way down. Okay, it's not really a large button, but it's a medium button and then a smaller button and then a very small button. All comes together in the package for $14.99. All you got to do is add your own. And I'm going to show you another quick picture. What you're doing is you could use scraps. You could use leftover strips. That's how you make the body of the bag. You just throw together some strips. So this is a great stash buster. And it turns out to be, you could do sweet and ladylike like this, or you can do loud and obnoxious like me. Whatever you happen to have as extra strips. So I think this is an adorable pattern. Definitely going to get one of my own. And try to put it all back together. Okay, so that's cute as a button. Is that on the website, Miss Tara? It's on the website, so you can order it there or stop in and pick one up here. All right, item of the month. I love this item of the month. It is a lovely collection of Aurifil colored threads. Nice and bright. It's called, this is going to surprise you, the Bright Collection. Now, I've talked about this before, a couple weeks ago when I was here. If you do applique and you like to match your thread to the applique, and some applique, they do the, what do you call it, blanket stitch in black. That's the old-fashioned way. But I like to match mine with the color or a color in the fabric. So this is perfect. You get all 12. Yep, I did my math correctly. All 12 in a nice little case. I got lots of these. And some of you may not know this, you also get needles. These are size 80. Okay. These are universal, so they'll go in any machine. So let's talk needles for a second. I was told by the lovely people at Cotton Cupboard that clean my machine, and my machine always needs a lot of cleaning, that you should change your needles every 6 to 8 hours of sewing. Now, I'll tell you, when I don't have anything else to do, I sew for 8 hours or more in a day, especially if I'm testing a quilt and I have a time crunch. So that means I should be changing my needle every day. Probably many of you do not sew 8 hours a day. However, you might want to, if you're sewing a lot, you might want to switch it. I've heard people say they switch it every time they start a new project. Well, that's great. I would still do the hours thing. It makes a difference. It's similar to when, maybe not as in your face, but it's similar to when you wait forever to change the blade on your rotary cutter. Once you do, you're like, oh, that works so nice. Same thing with new needles. They work so nice. There are also different needles for different projects. 80 is a really good middle of the road one. This is what I use almost all the time. But a new needle, if you're breaking your thread, if your bobbin's acting up, the first thing I do is change the needle. Okay? Because by changing the needle, I have to rethread the machine. Then if it's still acting up, I check the bobbin. then, there's just processes that you go through to figure out, troubleshoot. And needle very often takes care of the problem. So this lovely package is pre-order, prepay for this month. We're running out of time because we have this week and next week, and that's it. So if you are interested, it is regular $163.97. I'm reading backwards, so hopefully I'm reading it correctly. And it is our item of the month for $143.99. So thread is expensive. Needles are expensive. This is a great deal. And to get this much variety is perfect. You got purples, you got magenta, you've got a lighter pink, blues, turquoise, dark green, light green, red, brick, yellow, sunny yellow, and bright orange. That'll take care of a lot of applique. So, all right, so that's our item of the month, pre-order, prepay. Okay, you only have this week and next week. And then when it gets to be July, we won't have a Facebook Live on the first week in July, but that'll be too late anyway to get that, okay? Just one quick thing for my jubilation and my finish it uppers. Even though we're closed Thursday and Friday, the 4th and the 5th, we'll be open the 6th for classes and finish it up at 9 and my class at 10, okay? So don't think that we're going away for the whole weekend. I have no life now. I'm actually staying home and behaving myself. So, all right, now I'm going to have Tara show you some really beautiful fabrics that came in while I was gone. They're gorgeous. All right, you're up.
So let's have a show of hands. I don't know if this is going to work, but for those of you who were here months ago when Tina from Northcott, got to vote on your favorite
I haven't seen a single hand, but that's okay.
I'm not sure if the same people are going to be here that were there, but anyway, and we will do this again, so I'm going to tell you what we did. We had all of the lines that were going to be this time all laid out on tables. Everybody got to see what they were. I think we had
Oh God, what just happened?
And we had a bunch of friends, and those of you who were here got to vote on your favorite line. And now they're coming in. So one of those is called Winter Dreams. It is actually, I think it might be a beagle, but yeah, it is a beagle. So this line is beautiful and not it would work for Christmas time, but it's really geared for the whole winter season.
You're quieter. Beverly is telling, and Noreen just said she can't hear you. And Barbara Clute said she can't hear you. Can you guys hear me? Because I still have my mic on.
And I was blinking and now I'm not blinking.
Okay. So hopefully she's on.
Yeah.
But let us know. All right. Now
we're good? Okay. Thank you.
Noreen said yes, but I don't know if she's saying yes, she can hear me or you. Okay. Let us know if you can hear Tara now.
Yep. So I'm just going to rewind and say what I said a minute ago. So several months ago, we invited anyone who was interested to come in and meet a fabric rep. Her name is Tina. And she showed all of the lines that were available for June, July time. And you all got to vote. And we have had our first line that you voted on. This was the most popular line come in. And this is a beautiful line. It will work for Christmas time, but it will also work for the whole winter season. So if you're sort of a seasonal decorator, then this would be great. It'll see you through December through May. No, I'm just kidding. It's just cold in May here.
And whose house you're in?
Yep. All right. So the first thing I want to point out is this. Is this right set up? So this is a panel, and it is like 2/3 of a yard, I think. and it is $9.99. But what this panel includes is pretty interesting. So we've got, I don't know if you can see the word welcome.
Yep, we can see it.
That, and the directions are all right here. So the word welcome can be stitched together. Oh, that's at the bottom. Oh, pennant. They're calling it a pennant. Excuse me. I've been calling it a bunting. So the pennant can be stitched together. I can picture this along a fireplace mantle. It's super neutral in color, so it's not going to be kind of garish against your home decor. Also, it has ornaments. All of these trees and the heart and the stars, those are all ornaments that can be stitched together pretty easily. And then there's
very
a
rustic
label.
I like it.
Yep. So this would be a great weekend project to sort of kick off the winter decorating season. Doesn't need to be for a holiday. It says make a wish on the star. And the flowers are very beautiful. There's some metallic, I don't know if you can tell this, but there's some metallic shine on it.
Shiny.
So, yep. So this is called Winter Dreams. This is the panel that is involved in that line. And all of these are findable, if that's a word. You can find them on our website, which is townandcountryquiltshop.com. And just look on the Facebook Live tab. And while I'm talking about that, I want to point out that although these are totally fine on that page, our items that Irene's going to show next, the 321, I don't know why, but for some reason they're not showing the correct price. So Irene is going to announce the price, and if you come in and purchase those items, we will definitely honor the price. I'm just not sure what is going on with the website right now. So I don't know. I tried it last night and I tried it this morning and it still didn't stick. So we'll figure that out. And if you're watching this later in the week, maybe we already have gotten it figured out. But anyway, side note. So I just also wanted to show you some of these beautiful fabrics from this line. It's got some grays and some nice jade greens and gold and mint. So that is going to be the gray. They're calling it smoke metallic.
And yep, it's shiny. Very shiny.
This one kind of looks like fairy lights to me. That's a nice deep jade green background.
See, it looks black to me.
Does it?
Like just regular gray.
Maybe because you're backlit, I'm not seeing the color.
Oh, that's possible.
Oh, yeah.
This one is green.
Irene's right. It's not green.
This one's green.
I don't know what it's thinking. Yep,
this is the one
green.
she's thinking of. That's definitely with the shiny, sparkly things. I love this one.
Yep. And it's a nice
it's so pretty.
Kind of bluey, not teal, I wouldn't say, but like
it comes
like a jade.
It comes across very well on the phone. So that's a pretty darn true color. It might be a hair darker than that. Here's another similar pattern.
White.
But with white, it does have the shinies and what looks like the hash marks on it. Little movement.
This one's the green.
Oh, okay. The one I had before was black. This one is dark green. Okay, she just had them mixed up. So, another with the fairy lights. I don't know if that's what they are.
Do this one?
Do you want to? Do you want to do all the plaids together?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Here's one of the plaids, and the gold lines are shiny. Aren't they pretty? They're so pretty.
Pull the other plaid.
I like the other plaid better because I'm big on color. Look at that. It's a blue, purplish, green, and shiny. I'm not a plaid person at all, and I love this. This is gorgeous.
We also have a couple of colorways of stars.
Okay, here's our stars. Is there any shiny? I don't believe so.
I don't think that's metallic.
Don't believe this is metallic.
So if you don't like metallic, there are some options that don't have the
There's one of them.
shine.
Here's another one on the darker fabric. I like this one.
It's like a charcoal background with the stars.
Coming, again, it's a little lighter on the screen than it is in person, but it's close.
And this is a blender. I'm not sure why I ordered it online, but
it's really
cool. It's a nice gray blender.
This would be a great background for a quilt. I hate to use just plain backgrounds. I like a little bit of movement, and this would be perfect.
And this is my favorite.
This is my favorite
the poinsettias.
Look at that. And all of this is metallic. Okay? The center of these guys is metallic, but this is not. But look at that. Isn't it pretty? It's pretty true to color on the screen. I love that fabric.
And this one reminds me of how during the winter months, sometimes homes just seem so cozy because they are so cozy, especially compared to the outside. But I love how cozy those little houses look together.
They're so cute.
They're like huddling against the storm.
And there's actually, I don't know, can you see this? There's snow. Little dots of snow falling around the houses. They don't come across on the screen real well.
So this one, it's gonna fall over. This is fun. This has got deer. And you got to hold it up close because there are some princes and princesses in there.
There are?
Yeah.
What am I looking for?
They're wearing crowns.
Who's wearing a crown?
Some of the deer.
All right, am I blind? Oh, there it is. Look at that one. Isn't it cute? I'm not blind. Yay!
I just love it when they put in little details.
There's another one. No, not that one. That one. It's a cute little pattern. It'd be very nice. I'd have a hard time cutting this up, so I'd have to make it the back of a runner. Then you could do Where's Waldo kind of thing with Where's the Crowns. I'm going to have to make one of these for my little girl.
And my little boy. Like a reversible two-sided runner.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. All right.
So this fabric is $13.99. And we've shown you all the yardage that we have, and it's a great winter line. So I'm sure none of you are really in the mood to start making things for winter, but now you can start your little creative juices flowing and see what might work well with that fabric. And we'd love to hear if you have some ideas.
This is the best time to start, winter, centerpieces or whatever. I spend every December in a total panic trying to get everything done. And I say every December, I'm going to start ahead. I haven't started yet. So but it's
here's
only
your
June.
Inspiration. You can start ahead.
There you go.
All right. That is all I have. And Irina's going to share with you the 3, 2, 1, although she's going to have to wing it because I stopped writing on the script at $3. So
I think I can handle it. They're over there. I don't know which one's 2 or 1, but we're all good.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right. As always, 3, 2, 1 involves items that are one of a kind or two of a kind or a fabric that's been here for a while needs a new home. So we start with 3, and 3 is a $3 fabric. And I got news for you. If you don't buy this, I will. And I know I always say that, but you'll see why. First of all, it's a batik. Actually, I'm going to show you this side. Isn't that beautiful? So lavenders and dark blues and dark purples. It's a snowflake star / whatever pattern. I love this fabric. I can't believe it's still here. It must be I didn't need it at one given time, but it is now. It was originally $13.59 a yard. You can get it for $3 a yard. This is gorgeous. And it says at the last estimate, there was 9.5 yards. That's a pretty good estimate by the number of folds we have. But seriously, if you don't buy it, I am. But even at roughly 10 10 yards. That's $30 for 10 yards of fabric. That's a heck of a backing right there. So that's our 3. And I'm not sure which one's 2 and which one's 1, but it doesn't really matter. Because we have these bobbin toppers plus. So what you do is you put it on top of your Aurifil bobbin. It fits down the tube of that orange thing in the center. These guys, okay, fits right down in there, and it holds your bobbin that matches. And I'll tell you, this was perfect because you're going to want bobbins that match so you can keep them together with these little doodads, okay? It was originally $12.99. It's on sale for $6.50, and I believe this is the only one we have. And again, as Tara said, these aren't showing up correctly on the website, so you're going to need to come in and get them, okay? Because I don't know why. It's just being a you know what. All right, that was 2 in my world. 1 is usually something we have 1 of. This is a pattern, and no, the cowboy doesn't come with it. Be nice though, wouldn't it? But what it does do is show you a panel treatment where you can take any panel in the center and then do the treatment around it. And that's very, very popular now. We were talking about it at my training, how people are really in, because panels are so much better now because they're all digitally, well, not all, but most of them are digitally copied. They're so much better. So making a panel is awesome. I will warn you, it's much easier when you have a pattern than trying to come up with it yourself. I'm trying to do that right now. But the other thing is all panels still need to be squared up, okay? But this pattern was originally $10. It's on sale for $5, okay? And that'll give you a great treatment. You don't have to use the same colors. You don't have to use the same panel. You can do whatever you want with it, but now you've got the requirements, the fabric, the cutting for this treatment. So that's $5. So that's 1. We're reiterating. 2 is the little bobbin doodads. That's $6.50. Okay. Again, these are the only ones we have. And then this, I shouldn't show this because if it's still left, I'm buying it. This $3 a yard fabric is gorgeous. And if you, I say this every time because it's true almost every time, it goes away. Like I'll put it out there and a couple people will walk in and pff, it's gone. So you're going to want to, if you want it, you're going to want to make sure that you come in. Because again, it's not showing up correct, showing up full price on the website. And she's trying, but yeah, the website has a mind of its own sometimes. So that's 3, 2, 1. All right. It's great to be back with you guys. And if you have any questions, please give us a call or pop in and see us. And hopefully you're staying cool. It is air conditioned in here. You're staying cool and hydrating and trying not to spend a whole lot of time outside so that you don't get overcome by the heat. I guess it's only a couple more days, today and maybe tomorrow. And then hopefully we get a little break from the intense heat. So, all right. Are there any questions, my dear Tara? All right, then hopefully we showed you some really cool stuff and you'll pop in and see us and we'll see you soon.
And thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.